Hello, everybody. Welcome to Masterpiece Show. Tonight, as always, we are going to have a very, very special guest in our show. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the most talented and awesome Yachitech students, Josué Solórzano. Josué, welcome to Masterpiece Show.
Hi, Mauricio, and thank you so much for the invitation. I'm so happy to be here and share with you all of my experiences.
Thank you so much, Josue, for accepting this invitation. Well, before we start with this interview, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show around the world. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Europe, in the Netherlands, Scotland, England, Germany, Austria, Italy, and Spain. Thank you so much for your support and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Australia, China, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, and Japan. Thank you so much for your messages and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, and of course here in South America, in Colombia, Peru, Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, and of course here in Ecuador. Thank you so much for your messages and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Well, now we want to welcome our sponsors. Thank you so much, ClassPro. Remember, if you need advisory for your educational and social projects, ClassPro is the best option for you. ClassPro offers you training for standardized tests such as KET, PET, FCE, and TOEFL. ClassPro offers you document translations from English to Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and German. GlassPro also offers you academic consulting. If you need help for your thesis, English language learning, linguistics, and applied linguistics, GlassPro is the best option for you. Remember, ClassPro is located at Centro Comercial Artesanal in Quito on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to talk to the CEO of ClassPro Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, you can make an appointment in advance. There you are, his cell phone number. ClassPro, the best solutions for your educational and social projects. We want to welcome Jaguar. Remember that Jaguar is one of the most innovative projects developed by Yacha Tech students. Yes, Jaguar was one of the projects that was part and participated at this important event, Whole Prize. And Jaguar was one of the winning teams. And thanks to this, Jaguar now is offering you a very eco-friendly product. Yes, Jaguar is offering you now eco-friendly diapers. If you need more information about Jaguar, you can get this information on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. And if you want to buy this product, Remember that you can do it at www.gelware.net. Gelware, the best eco-friendly diapers for you. Thank you so much, Yanapana Project. Remember, if you are learning Spanish or English, Yanapana Project is offering you online Spanish and English tutorials. Yanapana Project is offering document translations and academic consulting. If you want to develop your English and Spanish speaking skills, now you can do it through this new service, the chat rooms. Yes, so if you want to practice English or Spanish, now you can do it through the chat rooms. And the price of this new service is very, very reasonable for you. If you need more information about Yanapana Project, you can get it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And remember that the Yanapana Project is recruiting some volunteers in different areas. So if you are very interested in becoming part of this wonderful project, you can check the information on its official website, www.yanapanaproject.org. And as I told you at the beginning of this show, tonight we're going to have the opportunity to talk to our special guest, Josué Solórzano. Josué is currently a Yachitech student, and he was one of the future leaders who participated and represented Ecuador at this important event, Shaping Horizons, in England in 2018. And Josue is also part of the BMSIS Young Scientist program. Tonight, Josue is going to tell us about his experience as a Yachitech student and his experience as a future leader at this important event, and also one of the members of this scientist program. All right, Josue, so let's begin. Josue, can you tell us a little bit more about your academic background, please?
Okay, I'm going to tell you like a kind of a little bit experience or like a kind of a bit like something though. So I'm from Manabi, but because of my parents' work, I needed to travel to Las Golondrinas, which is a quite a small town and a little bit beautiful, a little bit far away and so beautiful town. And I started my primary and my middle school here, and currently I'm here because of the pandemic. But after that, because of some complications and some limitations because of the time, I needed to go to other city to study my high school. Actually, I needed to travel every single day, 2 hours to go to my high school and 2 hours to come back to my home. I studied in Quininde, which is a city in Esmeralda. I studied accounting and administration, but I didn't really like it. I did it because at the beginning I didn't have no choice. It was like the unique high school major available at that time. But I always have in mind to be involved in something related with science, but more particular in mathematics and physics. Fortunately, when I was in my last high school year, I got the opportunity to get a scholarship for studying in a science institute. So I was studying in two places at the same time. I was studying accounting in my high school, but also general science in other. And actually, it was so difficult, having to study in two places at the same time in two different cities was so difficult. But of course, it would help. It helped me a lot because I fell in love with mathematics that you cannot imagine. It was quite amazing. It was one of the first steps that helped me to decide to go to Yache. And before to go to Yache, I didn't exactly know what I really wanted to do. I knew that mathematics was one of my passions, but I didn't exactly know if I'm going to follow that way. But after doing some research and I decided to apply to nanotechnology. Nanotechnology was quite interesting to me because they have a bit about all things that I like. It has math, it has physics, it has chemistry, biology, and all of the things. But I wasn't sure about to study that because it was something new in our country. So, you know, being part of like the new generation of doing something different, it was like quite interesting to me, but a little bit for that time So I didn't know exactly what to study till I was in third semester. And thanks to the opportunity to go to the University of Cambridge and visit one of the nanobiotechnology labs in there, I finally decided to go into nanotechnology, but also having in mind doing something related with applied mathematics in physics. So now I try to be involved in quantum mechanics, which is like a more theoretical part, which have lots of mathematics, but also I would like to be involved in something more experimental like spectroscopy. And I'm in sixth semester right now, and I try to explore different things, different fields, and try to learn, try to see what I really want in my life, and it's just like the starting.
Wow, what an interesting academic background. Wow, I really like to hear that you were studying two subjects or two careers or two specializations when you worked at high school. Oh my God, what that is something really, really amazing. So you can see Josue is a clear example of perseverance and, of course, hard work. So congratulations, Josue, for this awesome academic background. All right, Josue, here we are some questions that our students um, have for you. And they want to know a little bit. Well, they are new students at the Tech. Yeah, so they have some questions about studying at the Tech. And the first question is how challenging can it be for a new student to study at Yachay Tech? That is the first question, Josue. How challenging can it be for a new student to study at Yachay Tech?
I do believe that the study science in general tends to be a little bit complicated. You need to put a lot of effort, but of course, if it's something that you really want or you really like, and it's something that is part of your dream, you can do it. It doesn't matter if it's quite complicated. But one of the important things of study science and at least studying agriculture is that you always will have friends. You always have some tutors, some professors that will be there helping you even though if you don't understand something. So if you are thinking to study in Yachay or if you are starting like the beginning of the semester from first or second semester, don't worry about that. It could be complicated, I know, but just to try to put the best of you and we always will be there helping. So could be complicated of course, but just depend of you to put effort and follow your dreams. While you are thinking in your dreams, you can do anything you have.
All right, thank you so much for that awesome answer. Thank you, Josue. We have another interesting question for you. Can you tell us a little bit more about your experience? Yeah, okay. Yes, what do you have here? Just a minute. Okay, can you tell us a little bit more about your experience of living on campus? All right, they want to know how is life at Yache Tech living on campus.
Actually, for me, it wasn't so complicated because as I was moving to different cities when I was in high school, I was a bit accustomed to meet new people. And actually, the unique, more complicated part is starting living with someone else that maybe you didn't know that who is or how it was. But it's like just at the beginning. When you start to live alone, you start to thinking more in yourself. You start to think like more like an adult, so you grow in a good way, but also you do living in a campus helps you a lot to make new people and also construct like a new family in there because there are a lot of students from different part of the country and also from different part of the Latin America. So there will be like a kind of family in there helping you and also sharing their experience. And of course, I think and that would be like a most important part of living on campus. That interaction that we will have with professors, with students as well. It's so amazing. So living campus is one of the most interesting things that Judge I think.
All right, thank you. So there you are. So Josue suggests that you should live on campus because you are going to get new experiences. Very well. Thank you, Jose. And Jose, we have another interesting question for you. And they want to know, Jose, from your point of view, what is the most difficult subject, yeah, that you have taken at the Tech?
Actually, I would say that I would mention two specific subjects. One of them I took in first semester, and the other one was in the last semester actually. In first semester, I was so stuck in calculus. Even though I thought that I was so good at math, it was so complicated to me, that subject. I studied a lot and I finally passed that subject, but you don't know how it was. It was so complicated. And the other subject was classical mechanics. Actually, it represents a lot of applications in our nature, but it involves lots of mathematics that sometimes I didn't understand. So it was quite complicated to me to keep in that subject. Actually, it would say I would say that it was a subject that made me doubt about if I was in the correct field. But at the end of the semester, when I approved and when I passed that subject, and actually I got good grades in that, I realized that it doesn't matter if this is difficult. We have to try the best of us because it's part of our major. Sometimes we have subjects that we don't really like, but are in there, and the reason that are in there is because are important for other things, and now I'm using all of the things that I learned in that subject in other, and I I noticed that it's so important. So that was that were one of.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Josue. Well, they are asking you this because, yes, of course, they are worried about calculus. They said that yeah, it is a very challenging subject for them. However, Josue is a clear example of perseverance, and there you can see. So now he already passed there's different levels, and also he continues studying. Wow, this is something for you guys. By the way, we want to send a special greetings to all Tech students who are watching this show right now. Thank you so much. And remember, guys, that this show is being broadcasted on the official YouTube channel of Andivisa Producciones. There you can leave your comments, your questions, your suggestion, and we'll be very happy to read them. Thank you so much for your support. All right, perfect. So now, Josue, it's time to talk a little bit more about some important events in which you have participated, and the first one is Shaping Horizons. So, can you tell us a little bit more about this awesome experience?
Okay. Um, when I was participating in Shaping Horizons, I was finishing the second semester of my major. Actually, I was quite young. And it would help. It was quite interesting. I met with all of people. Actually, I met you there because I didn't know you before. And
Yeah, that's
I also met a lot of incredible people from different part of the world that helped me a lot. I asked a lot of questions because most of them were they have their own companies. Most of them work as a PhD students and also postdocs. And I was quite young. I was like at the beginning of my academic, trying to discovering what I really want, and hear about all of their experience were incredible. But also, I would say that this experience helped me a lot to grow up, not just because it helped me to decide to study nanotechnology, but also because it opened up my mind to see the world in a different way. When we are in a specific way, in a specific place, and we say, I would like to go to other country, we never expect that when you are there, you will see more than you think. You are get more experience. The people that you met in there uh, will help you a lot. When you come back, you just decide to do something great, to keep doing something great like others in that countries have been doing. And it is important because it engages you to start doing important actions in your country, in your community. And it was something that I do when I came back. Actually, I felt so amazed with all of the people that helped some friends. And one of the things that I did when I came back after this program was trying to engage my friends, applying with all of them to other programs, because I think um, to go to other programs and try to participate in things is not just of for us, because it's something that we could do our friendship. So all of these experiences are quite amazing, and also it was like the first time that I travel alone to another country. I never expected to do it. it all was quite amazing, and of course all the people that I met in Jeddah in particular, I would like to send some greetings to Caroline, which was one of the person who helped me a lot in there with accommodation, with friendship and else, and also some of my friends from Romania. Now after finishing this program, I know a lot of people from different part of the world that I always there trying to help me, and I always try to have a connection. The network that you build after different programs, in particular this, helped me a lot to explore the other programs that are in now, and also others that I would like to apply in the future.
Well, definitely, it was such a great experience, and yeah, I remember that we I met Josue for the first time over there at this important event, Shaping Horizons, and it was a really nice experience to see the work of our EHTech students, and it was I think we did a good job because one of the Yachi Tech students was part of the winning team, so we were very proud, and of course all Ecuadorians did a good job. We attended different seminar, different events, and then the pitch competition, and it was such a great experience. Yeah, and well, it was really nice to see that our Yachi Tech students are very hardworking. Wow, I remember Josue that I don't know if you remember this, but at the end of the event, we were taken to like a studio, like yeah, like a studio, and we had an interview over there. And I remember that they started asking me some questions about my country and the problems related to education. And I was with other Yachitec students, and the presenter thought that they were also teachers. But I said, no, they are students. And I said, oh my God, wow, the level of English of your students is so good. And they thought that you were, I don't know, professors, teachers. So imagine that. And I heard good comments about the work of Ecuadorian students or all Ecuadorians. So it was a great experience, Josue. Josue, I know that we had many nice experiences about that, but I don't know if you can share at least one unforgettable experience of being part of this important summit, shaping horizons. Can you share one memory, one unforgettable memory for you about this experience as a young and future leader at Shaping Horizons?
Okay, as I'm like a kind of curious person, the first day that I was in Cambridge, I was through the city, and I also get like a kind of ticket to go to different museums and also to enter to different labs in the university. So, as I mentioned before, it was quite of the amazing experience. I was part of like a museum called Fitzwilliam Museum. It took me like around 4 hours to visit the whole museum. They have a lot of things, a lot of about the culture from different part of the world, but also inside of this museum, I had the opportunity to visit some butterfly countries, also part of the nanobiotechnology labs, and visit different countries. And I also understood that we cannot work on spec because it wasn't allowed just if you are fellow in there. We almost was in there. And particular, I discovered a little bit more about different cultures. It was a quite interesting because, sometimes you go to other country to with the idea that there is just small things, or maybe you like to discover more. But all things that I discovered, I didn't know that there are a lot talks about history, a lot talks about religion, a lot talks about general culture. And also, I took a photo with Einstein, like a kind of that Einstein and also other scientists that were in there. Quite amazing experience for me.
Yeah, definitely. It was a really nice experience. And congratulations, Josue, for your outstanding participation at this important summit, Shaping Horizons. And yeah, we had the opportunity to share part of our knowledge, our experiences with people from all over the world. And that was a really, really nice and unforgettable experience. Thank you so much, Josue, for sharing that with all of us. All right. Josue, now can you tell us a little bit more about this important program, the BMSIS Young Scientist Program, please?
Before to talk about this program, I would like to talk like the path
Mm-hmm.
behind it
Sure.
because it's like a kind of path. I applied to different things before to doing this, and actually it was like a kind of amazing because the result that I got at the end was participating in this amazing program. And at the end of the last year, I was invited to write some articles related with nanobiotechnology and also some articles related with quantum mechanics at the Science Ecuador, which helped me to start developing my writing skills in a way that you cannot imagine. But after that, I have the opportunity with this specific opportunity to apply to other program in Scotland. So in that program, what I doing is try to use the science in general to communicate it in physical science to other people around the world. And thanks to this program, actually, I was looking for more information about how to do it, and I found this specific program. So I found it actually at 2 a.m. when I wasn't sleeping. And this specific program is quite interesting because I never expected to be involved in something related with astrobiology and space exploration. Actually, I never think when I was taking my core courses, I always said I didn't really like biology, I didn't really like geology, but now I'm working in that things. The program in general is part of is part of the Blue Marble Space Institute of Science, which have a connection and relationship, directly relationship with NASA. So we work directly with some of the researchers from NASA. The program in general is divided in two sections. The first section is like the most interesting part, which is like the researching specifically, and the second part is more related with other skills that all of the research associates have to develop. In the first specific part, we participate in a research, and at least in my case, the project is applying novel technologies from physical and biological science to life detection. So what we do is try to evaluate different technologies that have been using during the last decade that maybe are exploring now, and other technologies in development for the future. And all of things are important because all of them help us in astrobiology to detect life, but also to other implementations in the international space. So at this specific part, we work, at least in my case, I'm working with a scientist who graduates from Harvard, another who is an astrobiology at NASA, and the other who is also my co-advisor of my thesis is working in India, but also have the directly connections to research in NASA. So in the project in general, we are like 13 students because it's quite ambitious. And actually, I the youngest. Most of them are master students, and also other have already finished their undergraduate. And it's quite amazing because, at least for me, I'm trying to work in something more related with quantum mechanics. Maybe most of them was quite surprising when I said, okay, there is something like astro, something that is something big, but I would like to work in something like nano and like a tiny side. So I would like to try to relate both, doing some research related with the DNA and RNA sequencing. It is quite interesting. It's like a futurist technology, but I'm on the way to doing that because till now, no one in the group have been doing this. And the second section of the program it's more related, as I mentioned, some of skills, soft skills. So as a scientist, we know that we could do a lot of research, but we also need to know how to communicate science. We know we need to know the ethic behind the work that we are doing, and also the policies that every country have when you are doing any kind of research. So the program in general help us to develop our research skills, but also help us developing other skills that are important for what we're doing now. This program is around 3 months. I started this at the beginning of June. It will finish on August, but there is the possibility to keep working in this as a visitor scholar during a year after finish this program. So I'm quite amazed to do this because I really would like to continue working with this. The level of academic just need to do is a lot. I need to study a lot because I'm the youngest. There are a lot of things that I really don't know, and I need to study. But at the end of the day, you learn in such a way that you cannot imagine. It's so important to participate in this.
Wow, there you are. They are our Yachitech students. Wow, it's it's incredible to hear that you are part of this important program and you are working with people who, well, we can say people who have more experience because they have already finished their master's degree or their bachelor's. Um, they have studied at Harvard. Oh my God! Wow, Josue, congratulations! You are very young. Wow, I am completely sure that you will go far. Definitely, yes. I really like the your strong desire of studying, doing research, and well, making friends from all over the world. That is something that I really admire from you, Josue, and also from, and of course from all our EHE Tech students. Yeah, definitely. Congratulations on your achievements, Josue. Wow, it's really nice to hear that you have been part of this important program. And as you can see, there you are. He is a clear example of perseverance. So, if you want to apply to important international programs like this, so remember that you can contact our Yachitech students because they are like a family. Yeah, they are like brothers, like sisters. They like to share what they know. They like to share everything that they know and that is really nice things of our Tech students. They are always posting something related to how to become part of this program, how to get this scholarship, or how to publish your papers. Well, that is something that I really like it. Okay, perfect. And thank you so much to all people who are watching Masterpiece Show. Remember that you can leave your comments, your questions on the official YouTube channel of Andivisa Producciones. There you are. Some messages for our special guest, Josue. Remember that at the end of this show, we will read all your messages, guys. So thank you. Thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. All right. And Josue, we know that you have been part of different programs. Well, I know that you have been part of different clubs as well. And so I don't know, how do you manage your time? I always see my Tech students studying, doing research, and at the same time, they are participating in different events. They are part of clubs. They are helping to develop those different projects. So, how do you manage all of that? How can you do all of that, Josue?
Okay, one of the reasons that why I started to participating in different programs or starting to be part of different clubs was that because when I was in high school, I most of the time was studying. So I really wanted to try something new, to try different things, and also help to develop different skills, right? Because when I started the university, I was so shy and so nervous. So I at the beginning I decided to do something, but of course it demands a lot of time. So what I do is try to have like a kind of a schedule at which I could say, okay, this specific time is for studying, this specific time is for research, this specific time is for share things with my friends, and all of this important in the way that you have. But of course, it helps me because I have like a balance. You know, you having a lot of things in mind, but also it helps you to develop your skills and help you to be organized. So I think the unique thing that you need in order to participate in a lot of things is just to be organized, have the time to do it, and be responsible for all of the things that you are doing. It's not like impossible, but it's complicated, but it demands a lot of effort and so disciplined.
That's right, yes. You can find some challenging things, but they can be difficult but not impossible. Very good. Thank you so much, Josue, for this information, and thank you so much for all the messages that you have told us to the audience. So remember, guys. Well, since we know that this show is being watched by some Yachitech students, especially by new Yachitech students. So there you are. Josue is a clear example of perseverance and hard work. Once again, congratulations, Josue. Very good. All right, Josue. So now it's time to continue with our next section. All right. Thank you so much to all people who are sending us your messages, your questions. Remember, you can leave your comment, your messages, your questions on the official YouTube channel of Andivisa Producciones. Okay. So now it's time to continue with our next section. All right, so Josue, here we are some pictures and we have some questions for you. All right, the first question is, Josue, why is this picture very special for you?
Actually, it was the first photograph that I took when I was in my first day at the university. So I was so enthusiastic about that. It was like my beginning of the university, of the beginning of the my second home.
All right, how did you feel at that moment, Josue?
I was quite amazed because it was the second time that I was on campus, but also I have a lot of friends actually in the first day. So I just wanted to discover new things, and I also wanted to know how it must be in a specific place where all people could inspire you. It was like amazing because I felt that from the first day. So that's why you can see like a big smile in my face.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that with all of us. And now let's continue with our next picture. So here we go. All right, Josue, why is this picture very special for you?
Actually, I think one of the most important parts of the university, apart of the academic and extracurricular activities, is the friendships. At Jajai, as I mentioned before, is like a place when you make a lot of people, you build like a new family, and all of the people that are in that photograph are like my best friends. I have a lot of friends at the university, but they are like the most amazing people, which I share a lot of things since I started my university till now. And as you can see there, we are so happy. I see that we the university help not just in the academic part, but also when you need something, maybe you need an advice, maybe you need um, some inspiration for us, and that kind of family, like a second family, it's that yes, they are my friends.
All right, perfect. What a lovely picture, definitely. All right, very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with all of us, Josue. All right, and we have the last picture for you, Josue. And the question is, Josue, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Okay, I say that inspiration. Always that I was in there. Always that I go. just at this case of the library, you will see a lot of brilliant mind in there, and you just feel the chance to be better, to just do great things. It's like a kind of
Wow.
inspiration to me.
Yes, that's right. This is a very special place for, I think, for not only for students but also for teachers. Yes, that is the library of Yachi Tech, and well, I have
I
said
also
this
want to
several
mention,
times. Yes.
I also want to mention something. I think that one particular specific thing at Yachar is the relationship that we have with professors. In other places, professors and students are all of this the separated, but at this getting Yacha, you can talk with your professors in such a way like a friend, and also all of them will be there helping you. In particular, the English professor has been there always that I needed to talk with someone, and also it is quite interesting that you won't have like professor and students, you will have always a friend. And so it is also quite interesting think about this because most of our processors are always working around this place. So if you are thinking about how professors, just your professors are your friends, it's something that I wanted to mention.
Yes, that's right, Josue. Well, and that is something really nice to hear from our Tech students. Every time that when we have a special guest from Tech, they always share the same idea. They say that everything was possible thanks to our professors, our dear teachers. So it is really, really nice to hear that from our Tech students. And as you said, Josue, definitely Tech is a completely different university. I think for you is also your second home, and let me tell you that for teachers as well. Well, well, something that I wanted to share before I forget is that that is the library of Yachi Tech, and there I have seen my Yachi Tech students studying and studying and studying and studying very hard. Yes, for many hours. Yes. So I don't know if you remember those things, Josue, the time that you spent over there at the library studying, doing research, or doing your homework exercises. I don't know if you can tell us a little bit more about that because we have new students who are watching this show right now.
I remember that a lot of time at the university, I studied a lot. I always study with my friends around because it's better have the interaction between us. But also quite in particular at the university is that like students study a lot. You always be someone who is talking or teaching to others at the rooms in the library. Others are learning something new, but in particular one of the most like a kind of is that most of the cases when I was so tired because of the studies, I always try to sleep a little bit in there, and I always forget to turn off my club, and I always was doing a lot of noise at the library. So
Well,
I to mention that also with people who work at the library, which is the librarian, and also one of the one the side, there are so fancy. So you in the library also will met a lot of people, and in particular most of my friends I met at the library. So it is a good place to meet people and to ask a lot of questions.
mm-hmm. That's right. Yes, yes, yes. I completely agree with you, Josue. Well, there you are, a special greeting from our dear Professor Consuelito Gallardo from the US. So, well, thank you so much, dear Consuelito, for watching Masterpiece Show and for supporting the Tech students. We know that you have been a very important element in the life of some Yachi Tech students. Thank you so much, Consolita. Special greetings for you. All right, perfect. So thank you so much, Josue, for sharing that with all of us. And now it's time to continue with our next section. So now, Josue, it's time to play. All right. Okay, so Josue, there you are, nine numbers. You are going to choose three numbers in total, and I am going to give you three clues. The idea of this game is to unhide and reveal the hidden picture with the clues that I am going to give you. All right, so are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so perfect. Can you choose the first number, please?
Okay, one.
Number one. All right. And the first clue is well, this is one of the most delicious dishes of Ecuador. Mm. You can choose
Mm,
another number if you want.
maybe five.
Number five. Okay. This delicious dish is very popular in the
Mm,
coastal region of Ecuador, specifically in Manabi. Mm, what could be?
mm, I'm not sure. There are lot of dishes that are so delicious.
Yes. Well, you can choose the last number if you want.
Maybe four.
Number four. Yes, there you are. Well, this delicious dish is made of some rice, some chicken from the field, and also with some banana, and also with some peanuts. So, and this delicious dish is enveloped with leaves of banana tree.
I'm not sure how to say that because we call quite different depending on the place, but maybe could be Tonga because
Yes, it is. Very good. Excellent. Good job. Yes, it is. There you are. Yes, yes, yes. There you are. Tonga. Yes, yes, yes. Well, since we know that there are many people who are watching this show around the world, we kindly invited to visit Ecuador and try this delicious dish, Tonga. Yeah, it's quite delicious. Do you like Tonga? Josue?
yes, I definitely like Tonga.
Yes, yes, yes. It's a really, really dish. So yeah, very good. Excellent, excellent. Very good. You did it. You did it. Very good. Excellent, Josue. All right. So now it's time to play our second game. All right. So let's begin. All right, Josue, our second game is called The Curious Wheel. So, as you can see, there you are a wheel. The wheel is divided into several sections. Each section contains two options. I am going to spin the wheel and I am going to ask you some questions. You can choose only one option, or maybe you can answer the question and you can say both or neither, and you have to tell us why. All right, so let's begin. All right, and our first question is, all right, Josue, which do you prefer, music or movies?
Mm, I said both. It depends, like in the day, in how I was. For example, if I try to maybe clean my room or maybe I start a project, I always like a music, like inspirational music. And movies, I always watch movies when I try to prepare my classes because I'm like teaching now in some students from high school. So I I love to see what kind of movies can be related with science. So it is a good way to apply. So I try to do both. I love both music and movies.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, now let's see, which is our second question for our special guest. All right, Josue, which do you prefer, Instagram or TikTok?
It's quite complicated actually. In both of them, I found so funny content, but also found funny videos. So sometimes I'm on TikTok or sometimes I'm on Instagram. But I accept that Instagram is a quite like more interesting for me.
Oh, okay, perfect. Very good. Let's continue. All right. And our next question is, all right, Josue, which do you prefer, dogs or cats?
I love that. I love cats. I have a lot of since I was a child, and actually I have a cat now. It's quite little, but his name is Schrodinger, like the scientist.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, let's continue with our next question. All right. Josue, which do you prefer, reading or writing?
Hmm. I love reading about all things. I think that when you read, you learn something new, and I don't know, but I feel so inspired when I finish a book or when I finish any kind of newspaper or something like that. So definitely reading is better for me.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Let's go on. All right, Josue, which season do you prefer, winter or summer?
Hmm. I would say winter. I don't know, but I don't really like the summer because there are a lot. I prefer the cold. I feel I don't know more comfortable when it's in winter.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Thank you. All right. And let's see which is the last question from the Curious Wheel. All right. Josue, which do you prefer, singing or dancing?
Hmm. I'm not a good singer. I love dancing. I love dance. I try to do this with all of my friends, but particularly I start to love dancing thanks to Rosemary, which is one of my best friends that appeared in the previous photograph. She always inspired me to try to dance a new songs, and also because it's quite interesting because it helped me to don't feel stress, and also because it helps to feel fit, to be fit.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Good reasons. Very good. Excellent. Okay. And now it's time to play the last game. All right. So let's see. All right. Our last game is called Let Us Know. As you can see, there you are, 15 cards. Each card contains a question for you. All right, so you are going to choose five cards in total. And here we are going to know a little bit more about the thing that you like and the things that you love. All right, can you choose the first card, please?
Maybe eight.
Number eight, and the question is, all right, Josue, what's your favorite singer or band?
Hmm. Actually, I hear all kind of music, and I exactly don't know. But most of the time, I would say that Adele is a good singer for me. I love her songs, so I would say Adele.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, she's a great singer. Okay, perfect. Let's continue with the second question. With the second card, I mean.
Um, Number six.
Number six. And the question is, what's your favorite sport?
Actually, I'm not the kind of person that usually do lot of sport. I'm on the way to do that. I love jogging. It say that it's like the thing that I'm proving, but I on the way. I don't have like a specific sport. I'm trying because it's
Mhm.
something new. But I would say that jogging at the first day, at that it would be.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Interesting. Okay, let's continue with the third card, please.
Number four.
Number four. And well, I think you already answered this question. So let's change it. All right. Okay, can you choose another card, please?
Maybe 14.
Number 14. And the question is, Josue, what was your favorite subject at primary school?
Mathematics.
Of course. Well, it's really nice to hear that our EHTech students were very good at math since they were a child. That is something really interesting. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, let's continue with our fourth card, please.
12.
Number 12. And the question is, what's your favorite color?
I would say that maybe black. Actually, I written something black now. I love how black color is fixing different things.
Mhm. Okay, perfect. Let's go on. Oops, something happened there. Okay, well, our production assistant, I think, is a little bit busy working on
Mhm.
that. Well, in the meantime, we want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show around the world, especially in Spain. Thank you so much for your messages. And also in Austria, we have some Yachitech students who are studying over there. We are very happy to have news from you guys. Thank you so much and keep on going. Thank you for representing Ecuador very, very well. And we have students studying in South Korea and Saudi Arabia. Thank you. We are very proud of you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for representing Ecuador very well. And of course, a special greetings to our GAR students who are studying around the world as well. Thank you so much. All right, I think we are ready with the game. Yeah, okay. Can you choose the last card, please?
Maybe one.
Number one. And the question is, what's your favorite kind of music?
I hear all kind of music, but I would say pop. I feel
Mm-hmm.
so when I hear that.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, excellent. Good job. All right, thank you so much, Josue, for sharing those answers with all of us. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now, Josue, it's time for the three final questions. Okay, and the first question is, Josue, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Actually, this is a quite interesting question that I have been answering while I have been applying during this year to different programs. And I would say that I have two perspectives of how I think I will be. So the first one is more related with my personal goals, and the second one is more with my social commitment. So in the first one, I hope that after 10 years I have already finished my PhD studies and also some postdocs stances in different parts of the world. I really would like to be doing research in different parts, but particularly I would like to come back to Cambridge or maybe to visit the NASA Ames, which is one of the center for nanotechnology research in there, specifically for quantum technologies. Maybe I would like to come back at Yache as a professor. So if not at Yache then any other university in our country, I think that be part of the academia is quite interesting because you can inspire a lot of students to do something great and start doing some things. And I think that could be one of these. The second one, is, as I mentioned, is more related with my social commitment. I would like to try to found like a foundation related with some science in particular. I think lot of students or lot of brilliant minds in our country needs help and needs support to start studying, and some of them have lot of limitations like the money or just depending of the place they are. So I would like to found this organization to help them and to support them to keep doing something great in our country, in our region. And I think we have the if we have the opportunity to help others, it is important to just do it.
Right, perfect. Thank you so much. And let's continue with our second question. Josue, what country would you like to visit and why?
It is quite difficult. I would like to visit a lot of countries, but in particular, I would like to visit Canada because it's one of the places that nanotechnology has been developing a lot of technologies. But I would like to visit some Asia countries, particularly Japan, Thailand, and South Korea. I don't know, but I feel so curious about how are the traditions, the cultures, in particular the educational systems, because it's quite different that one that we are accustomed in here in Latin America. So I would like to explore that culture.
All right, perfect. Very good. And now we have our last question. Josue, if you could make only three wishes, what would they be and why?
Actually, the wishes that I would like to wish are more related with SDGs. I think that we need a lot of things, but the most important three wish that I would like, the first one is more related with education. I do believe that education is like the base for start doing some changes in our planet. So if you educate society, you could be part of the solutions of all of issues that we have. So being part of the solution is better instead of being part of the problem. So doing this, we could tackle a lot of problematics that we have, like the climate change, maybe some related with the junk, but also we could help to create consent to improve what we have now, improve the economy. So education it would be one of them. The second one would be more related to the discrimination. I really don't like how people discriminate others, and I wish that discrimination finish. Some people, because of their skin color, because of their gender, because of they are part of the LGBTQ community, or just because they are women, are being affected because of this in different ways. So I think that all of us have the same human rights. All of us human, all of us have the same rights, and it's important that all of us treats better. And the third one is more related with the health. I think that now, at least in this pandemic, there are a lot of people around the world that having a lot of problems with their health system in their country. So I would wish that all of them have the opportunity to access of this, and in particular have the quality of health in all of this. I think that.
Right, perfect. Thank you so much for your answers. Wow, thank you so much, Josue. And well, Josue, we are almost done. So now it's time to read the messages that people sent us to our Facebook Live chat. And here we go. All right. Fernando says, incredible interview. Congratulations for all your projects. Good luck and never give up. Thank you so much, Fernando, for watching Masterpiece Show. All right. And then we have Michelle Shiwe. She says, it's awesome what you have achieved in such a short time, Josué. I am so proud of you, my friend. Thank you so much, Michelle, for watching Masterpiece Show, and thank you so much for your message. Well, this is Patty Karwa. She's using my account. Well, Patty Karwa says, congratulations for your good job. Good luck and keep on going. This is a very nice story. Thank you so much, Patty Karwa, the fan number 1 of Masterpiece Show. Thank you. All right, Antonio Bodero Seyan says, special greetings to you, Josue. Thank you so much, Antonio Bodero, for watching Masterpiece Show. And well, Patty again, She says, congratulations, excellent job, Andy Visa Producciones. God bless you. All right, thank you so much. A special hugs for you. Thank you so much, Patty, for watching Masterpiece Show. All right, Gerardo Escobar. He says, very good, Tech students. Congratulations, he says. Thank you so much, Gerardo Escobar, for watching Masterpiece Show. Consuelito Gallardo, she says, congratulations, Josué Solórzano. You are a great student. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much, dear Consuelito, for watching Masterpiece Show. And we have Máximo Lenin Ordóñez Arellano. Well, he sends special greetings to you. Thank you so much, Lenin in Riobamba. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. All right, and before I forget, I am going to read the name of people who are watching this show right now. Okay, let's see. Okay, all right. Well, I think we have more special comments. Okay, let me see. Well, before we read, we want to read some messages that people sent you, and we have a question. Yes. The our assistant is telling us that we have more questions and more special greetings from Consuelito Gallardo. Okay, repeat. Okay. Well, Consuelito says, Josué, you are not only a smart student, but an amazing human being. I hope all your dreams come true since Ecuador needs more people like you to keep moving forward. Thank you so much, Consolito in the USA. Thank you so much, Consolito, for watching Masterpiece Show. We are really happy to see that. Well, we have people who are watching Masterpiece Show around the world. Yes, and well, the production assistant says that she sent you a question. Yes, am I right? Yes, so can we project the question from Consuelo? All right, Consuelito asks you, could you describe a movie you have watched lately and its impact on you? All right, well, she has a question for you. This is a question from Consuelito Gallardo.
Okay. I would say that most of the time I try to watch different inspirational movies related with people who study science because, as I mentioned, science could be complicated, but seeing how the people is doing is exactly challenge. I remember the movie Radioactive.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you can see you have seen that. I think Marie Curie is a good example of someone who worked a lot to beat develop a lot of things in the humanity, but also it was a quite incredible woman that always worked hard and never give back. So I feel so inspired with her, with all of the work that he did, because even though there are a lot of limitations at the time, she continued doing the best that she can, and also she can build humans in her daughter. So I would be that it was quite inspired for me. And also it helped me a lot. I always remind that movie when I feel stuck with all of my things. So if you have not seen that movie, I would recommend that you do it.
All right, thank you so much for the recommendation. Well, the story and the plot sounds very interesting. Thank you so much, Consolito, for your question. All right, perfect. And now it's time to read the names of people who are watching the show right now. Okay, special greetings to Stephanie Consu. Thank you so much. Lenin Ordóñez in Riobamba, thank you so much, Lenin, for watching Masterpiece Show. Javier Ceballos, another IHTech student. Thank you so much. Fausto Israel, another IHTech student. Special greetings to Gabriela Simbaña. Yes, another nice teacher. Special greetings to Steven de la Cruz, another IHTech student. Luis Aucancela, thank you so much, Luis. Belén Matabay, thank you so much, Belén, for watching Masterpiece Show. Vanessa Garcia, thank you so much, Vanessa, for watching Masterpiece Show. Eve Arequipa Rosero, thank you so much, Eve Arequipa Rosero. Diana Tupe Incarchi, thank you so much, Diana Tupe, for watching Masterpiece Show. And Jorge Abad, in Loja. Thank you so much, Jorge, for watching Masterpiece Show. Well, thank you so much to our audience who are watching this show right now. Okay, perfect. So, Josue, we are done. So, if you want to tell us your last message or if you want to send a special greeting to someone, now you can do it.
Okay, I would send some greetings to one of my best friends at the university, which is Michelle. I met with her since I was in leveling, and we have constructed a group friendship till now. So we always work together. We always try to do something. So I send you a lot of greetings, but I also like to send greetings to Consuelito. Consuelito, I don't remember if I mentioned before, but I met her in the English Conversation Club. Actually, she was one of the most important part of my life since I started my university. I would like to say thank you for all of your support, and you inspire me a lot when I feel so sad. I also remember that when I talked to you before going to Cambridge, when I didn't exactly know if I go or not. And thank you so much for that. I always remember that, and I always work together. And I hope to see you in the future. And I also would like to send some greetings to all my friends that have been watching the show, Javier, Antonio, and the others that I didn't remember.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for your message, and also thank you so much for your special greetings. All right, so before we finish or we before we closed this interview, it's time to thank our special sponsors. All right, and there we are. Okay, so special greetings to Class Pro. Yes, remember, if you need advisory for your educational and social projects, Class Pro is the best option for you. Class Pro offers you training for standardized test, document translations, and academic consulting. Remember, a Class Pro is located at Centro Comercial Artesanal in Quito on the first floor, corridor number 105. And remember, if you want to talk to the CEO of Class Pro, Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, you can make an appointment in advance, and there you are, his cell phone number. Class Pro, the best solutions for your educational and social projects. Thank you so much, Jaguar. Remember that Jaguar is one of the most innovative projects developed by Yachay Tech students. Yes, this project was part of this important competition, Whole Prize, and Jaguar became one of the winning teams. And thanks to this, now Jaguar is offering you a very eco-friendly product for you. Yes, Jaguar is offering you eco-friendly diapers. If you need information about Jaguar, you can get that on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. And if you want to buy this eco-friendly product, you can do it at www.gelware.net. Gelware, the best eco-friendly diapers for you. Thank you so much, Yanapana Project. Remember, if you are learning Spanish or English, Yanapana Project is the best option for you. Yanapana Project offers you online Spanish and English tutorials, document translations, academic consulting, and now they are offering this new service, the chat rooms. If you want to develop your speaking skills, now you can do it through these chat rooms. The price of this new service is very, very reasonable for you. More information on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And remember that Yanapana Project is recruiting volunteers in different fields. So if you want to be part of this interesting project, you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. Okay, once again, Josue, thank you so much for being here in our show. We really appreciate it. Well, we truly enjoyed your interview. And well, thank you so much for sharing your inspirational story with all of us. Well, we wish you all the best for you, for your family, for your projects, for all the good things that you have in mind. Thank you so much, Josue, for being part of Masterpiece Show.
Thank you for the opportunity. It was a pleasure to be here. And I just want to add something that I think is quite important. It's like a kind of message. I would say that doesn't matter the thing that you're doing, try to do the best, try to tackle all of the complications that you have. The world needs more change makers that try to build a better place to live, not just for us, but also for future generations. So try to do the best and always try new things and just do it.
All right. Yes. Without thinking twice, do it. Yes. Well, he's Josué Solórzano, and definitely his profile is a masterpiece. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Remember that we will see you on Saturday on our special show at 2 o'clock. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Thank you so much for your kind messages and thank you so much for your support. My name is Mauricio Matabay, and we will see you on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Thank you so much, Josue. Have a good night. Thank you so much.